This video was made possible by the EA Game Changers program. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel for a brand new video featuring the community voted stuff pack Elders Love to Knit. Because Nifty Knitting, we don't know her. This should have been the pack that was for elders only. So I wanted to do a living room build, but not only did I want to use the new stuff pack, I wanted to see how well it incorporated with tiny living stuff and also eco lifestyle, because I had a thought that a lot of the swatches were very similar. Now I did sneak in a window and an archway from some different packs, but those are trivial things, so let's just ignore them. That's not the main focus of the room. So I wanted to create sort of this modern type living room, and I have to say, after putting everything together, the swatches do work really well together, and this makes me think that maybe these three packs could have been one. When three become one. And then I also was thinking, what kind of elder would like this living room? Probably the coolest elder of all time, Mrs. Doubtfire, because
I'm a hip old granny who could hip-hop, bebop, dance till you drop, and yo-yo make a wicked cup of coo-coo.
I really did want this space to be kind of hip and cool, and I didn't want to clutter it up too much. I mean, I did clutter a little bit because I am a little bit of a clutter whore, so I've got to have every corner, every crevice covered with stuff. But I think it turned out really nicely. And I forgot to say, in the last room build that I did about the rocking chairs, we do have 4 different variations of them. So we've got 2 that have arms, one has a seat cushion, the other one doesn't, and then 2 without arms, one with a seat cushion, one without. And I kind of wish that they would mesh all the swatches together so you don't have 4 rocking chairs taking up space in the catalog. But maybe that's just me. Maybe it's very strange that I say that though, because I do love clutter in my builds, but like when it comes to inventory and when it comes to items that are in game, I don't like it to clutter up the catalog because it just confuses me and it takes me ages to find anything that I really need. So I've used the new plants in the corner, and they come in 3 height variations. I don't think I said this either in my last room build. So they come in wall height variations for each height of the wall. And then look, I'm gonna struggle, but would it be a video or a decoration video if I didn't struggle and I wasn't indecisive? I mean, imagine if The Sims 4 had create a style. I would have been here for yonks. I'm pretty sure this room took me an hour and it's only a 4x5 room. But anyway, you can find this room on the gallery under my ID, my gallery ID, which is plumdot, or the hashtag plumdot, if you would like to plop this down on your plot of land and have a very hip, cool living room. Now, you're gonna see in a bit that I tried to decorate the slate wall, and I was going for some pictures at first, and then I went for these leaf decals. And I came back to look at the build to do some editing, and it just didn't look right. So I wanted the slate wall to be a feature of its own, speak for itself. So I do get rid of that in the upload, so they won't be there. So those pictures that I'm placing now, they won't be there. Don't worry. I feel like the slate wall is enough of a feature in and of itself. Now, another thing that I think is pretty cool about this pack is that there are a lot of things that are locked, and they're locked by the knitting skill, so you have to skill up in order to get them. I think that is pretty cool, because when you first look at all the items that come in this stuff pack, it doesn't look like a lot at all, and you're like, ooh, there's not a lot here, what am I gonna do? But if you use the show hidden objects cheat, you can have all of the knittables and you can place them down wherever you want. But I think you should have to work for them, unlike me, who didn't work for them and didn't have anybody knit. But I think it is really cool that they decided to do it that way. Now, I do have the bags of yarn so your Sims can knit. But another thing that I forgot to mention is that in order to knit, the yarn ball bags need to be in your Sims inventory, so you can't just have them sat on the floor and then reach for a ball of yarn and then just start knitting, which I think would have been pretty darn cool. Another thing that would have been pretty darn cool, which I did mention in my last video, is curtains. I wish we had curtains. And one more thing as well before I do wrap up this video, I did mention about wallpapers. I wish we had gotten wallpapers. Well, the team did give us the option to vote on wallpapers. I think there were 3, and we didn't choose them. What were we thinking as a community? If this was going to be an elder stuff pack, we should have had like old elderly walls. I don't know what old elderly walls look like, but I would have loved to have seen more wallpaper options. But in conclusion, I think that Nifty Knitting, Eco Lifestyle, and Tiny Living mesh really, really well together. The swatches work, and you can create a cohesive space with those 3 packs. So I would say that this living room was a success, and I really, really enjoyed doing it. The new stuff pack does drop today. Let me know down below in the comments if you will be getting it for yourself, if your Sims will be knitting their little hearts out and making all these cute knittables. But I'm gonna love you and leave you guys with some music. Make sure to stick around to the end. There are a couple of screenshots. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to do all those cool interweb things, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you've got that bell a ding dong so you'll be notified whenever I do upload. But for now, I'm gonna skedaddle. Don't be a plum stranger now, guys.